All right, Jeff, yesterday, big news in football. We had an athlete come out as a gay athlete, Michael Sam. Just your thoughts, if that was to happen in boxing, if one of the fighters in this gym came out, how do you think that would be accepted, and what are your personal feelings on that?
Well, I mean, I think now, I think it used to be a big thing years ago, but I mean, you got gay people that can be married now, so I mean, there's no reason to be in the closet anymore, you know, I mean, and plus you have Ellen DeGeneres, and I mean, and she's hosting everything, got her own show, and, you know, Rosie O'Donnell, so on and so forth, so I mean, I don't think that being gay is a big thing no more.
And how do you think it would go over in the gym? You think it'd be any problems for anybody?
I mean, I don't know how it would really go over, but, you know, I mean, I just think that, I mean, it wouldn't be the first gay boxer. So, I mean, it'd be something that probably everybody just overlook it. It ain't no big deal.
I don't know how anyone wants to take it, but, you know, I wouldn't really care. Like, I'm not gay, so, you know, that's that man's personal business. So, I treat him like, you know, a regular person.
A lot of people wonder how that'll play in the locker room. How do you know, in football, how do you think it'll go over here? Would you think they'd be okay, or do you think everybody would be okay with it?
Maybe some will be okay. Some people will probably, you know, take it bad. But me, I act like, you know, he's a regular man. I know where I stand, and he do his thing. So it's not really my business.
I don't think it really matters if a person is gay or, you know, homosexual or heterosexual. It doesn't matter. It's boxing. We get in the ring, we fight. I mean, if other people have a problem with it, I guess they're just gonna have to deal with it. I don't think, you know, we should discriminate against it.
What about in like a gym, you know, in a boxing gym where people are beating up each other all the time? Do you think other people might have a problem with that, or do you think most people would be okay with that as well?
You know, probably if they didn't know they were gay and they're beating people up, they wouldn't have a problem anyway. So to know that they were gay, I don't think it should matter anyways.
All right, getting everyone's thoughts on this yesterday. Michael Sam, a Missouri football player, came out. Not that there's never been a gay boxer come out, but if the same thing happened in this gym, how would it go over? How do you guys personally feel about it, and how would it go over in a gym like this?
At the end of the day, this is how I feel about it. Whatever you is, I gotta accept it, because, I mean, this is a way of life. You gotta live with it. You gotta work with homosexuals. You gotta work with whatever it is. I don't judge. That's whatever your preference is your preference. At the end of the day, our job is to come in and be training, you know, to train and do what we gotta do. I don't look at it in no type of way. It is what it is, and that's what we do.
I think it's funny, they can fight too anyway. So
hey,
shit, they might whoop you, so you don't want to say nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, people
just accept it, man. Right. Accept it. It's a way of life now. You know what I mean? Regardless of what people say or their views up on it, it's just a way of life. You know, it's not really my job to judge anyone, you know what I mean? I haven't done the best things in my life, and people don't sit there and judge me for it. Some do, some don't, but my job is to be a boxer and accept whatever it is I gotta accept, so that's it.
So if one of your guys' teammates came out and said that, no problem with any of you guys?
I mean, at the end of the day, ain't nobody making no waves toward us, so I mean, at the end of the day, you just gotta accept it.
Like you a serial killer or not.
Right, I mean, you know? That's it. Even if he was a serial killer, you might be.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Tuned in on the 28th. You know, you see what we're talking about. Showtime.
I mean, me personally, I'm not a judgmental person, so you know, I could care less. I still treat them the same as I treated them before. You know, I mean, I don't know. Everybody's different. You know, I wouldn't look at them no different. I just wouldn't. You know, I don't know. I guess it's hard to say when you haven't been in that position. But I know me, I'm not judgmental. You know, so I mean, I'm real cool. You know, I mean, if that's what they choose to do, then that's what they choose to do. I have no ill feelings towards it. You know, I'm not gonna go say, oh, you know, like I'm on team with y'all, but it's just like I don't care.
Yeah, thanks.
I think it wouldn't be no problems. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some people in here that are gay. They just haven't fully come out. But I mean, it's you know, it's not a big issue over here. You know?
So it doesn't bother you, but do you think
there's actually been a boxer who was came out gay as well, and I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, just to be somebody, to be first, and then, you know, in that sport, you know what I'm saying, and get recognition for it. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
Do you think overall they'd have any problems in a gym like this?
Nah.
Honestly, boxing's a little different. I mean, it's more contact involved. You know, it's a one-on-one sport. So I feel like if someone were to come out and be homosexual in this gym, I think it would cause just a little bit of a problem. Just because, you know, it's different. I mean, I know this is a new world and all that, but it's still different. A lot of people have their issues with it, and even it don't matter what you feel about it. At the end of the day, it's about, you know, everyone else and how they feel about it. And seeing the attitude in here, I don't think that would go so hot. But then again, you never know. I mean, I'm more of a person like, you know, you gonna do what you do, but as long as you do it like when it's your time and your personal business, I personally don't care, but the world doesn't think like that, you know. And but shout outs to the guy who did that. You know, that was a big thing to do, especially in the NFL. But he had to accept who he was, and if that's who he is, then that's.
That's more normal now for somebody to be, you know what I'm saying, somebody to be gay. But a lot of guys are scared to come out, you know, how people might look at them. But I think it's becoming more normal. So I don't think nobody judges if they just came out straight and said they was, you know, gay or whatever.
Yeah, we got a little mixed reaction. People have asked as far as how the gym itself would deal with it. Do you think they'd be embraced? Well, you know, be embraced here, or do you think it would be an issue with some people?
I think they'd be embraced. It might be a little issue, but I think they'd be embraced. You know, people know everybody. It's some, you got gay people in this world, so I mean, you got to embrace it.
All right, we had a football player come out yesterday as being gay. Just curious, your thoughts, if that happened in boxing, how would you personally feel about it? And also in the gym, how do you think that would go over in a gym like this or any other of the boxing gyms you've been associated with?
Listen, this is the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? No matter what gender you are, when that bell rings, well, that shit goes out the window. Either you gonna fight or you ain't gonna fight. So it doesn't, to me, if I fought a homosexual, I would knock him out the same I would knock out a heterosexual. I got no problems with that.
And in the gym, how do you think that'd go over? Do you think they'd be accepted, or do you think there'd be some issues with some of the guys?
It'd be accepted. Because the bottom line is, if the homosexual gets in the ring and spars with a heterosexual and beats his ass, you know what I'm saying? What are you going to say?
Right.
He did it fair and square.
And as a trainer, would you have any issues if one of your guys came out to you, or how would you deal with that?
I would still train him. As long as the money ain't funny.
I appreciate it.
My biggest thing is your business is your business. I don't need to know what's your sexual preference. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying I'm against it. I'm trying to see what's the relevance, what's the point of you even coming out and saying it. I mean, your business is your business. So when you say somebody comes out openly and say it, your point is, you know what I mean? Your point is, we didn't ask you, but you thought it was a PSA, a public service announcement to tell us your sexual preference? I mean, if it happened in the gym, I guess we'll cross that bridge if it ever happened, but like I said, it's not even I'm against it. I'm against people telling all their business.
Do you think something like that would have issues in the gym?
I mean, like I said, it would have to do with how it came out and why it came out. Because, I mean, I'm sure some people's action in here that we might consider questionable already. But, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't come out, and at the end of the day, their business is their business. As long as their business don't intertwine with anybody else's business, I don't see it being a problem. So, I mean, if it happened in the gym, like I said, we'll cross that bridge when it's time to cross that bridge. But I'm not against it. I just don't see the relevance in telling somebody your sexual preference. It's no different from if I just made a PSA saying, oh, I like women. So what? You know what I mean? So what? So, I mean, we'll deal with that bridge because I have a feeling that all this openness is going to bring about some type of change everywhere. So we'll just deal with it as it happens. But am I against it? The actual gay act, as long as it don't come across me personally, that's your business and it should stay your business.